The story begins and we see that Harley Quinn is telling her life story and about her childhood, which was very tough. For example, her father used to put out his cigarette under her armpit anyway, and that she was outstanding in her studies. And she met the Joker and wanted to treat his condition, but unfortunately, he was able to control her and make her like him. She came to treat him, but he ended up messing with her mind. After being together for a long time, they broke up after their last job. Harley is shown crying and knocking on Joker's door, upset he kicked her out. She then returns home and tries to get back to her normal life. And she went to buy a pet to keep her company in her loneliness.
Something, and she doesn't.
She lives alone, kind of like a lonely person, yeah, and she also does activities, you know. She spends her time, plays sports, meets new people, and things like that.
All of them, and she goes...
She and her friend go to bars, keep drinking, and get drunk. God forgive me. And of course, she drinks a lot, and when she's drunk like that, she spills her glass on someone. So he says to her, "What are you doing? Stop it. Come on, get down, sweetheart." And she says, "By God, both my eyes, sir." She steps on the man's leg and breaks it. Then Roman, the owner, tells her she just broke his driver's leg. But it doesn't matter. He's clearly at fault. It's not your fault. So, what's happening? And he asks her if Shoker's coming today or not. She tells him no, but doesn't mention he left her. Because if she told anyone, her relationship with Shoker would have protected her. If he had done anything to her, Shoker would have grabbed him and hung him from the ceiling. Now she can do whatever she wants because Shoker gives her immunity. And we see that she's very sad because she wants to tell people that she left Shoker without anyone hurting her or throwing her out into the street or anything like that. And she passes by one of Shoker's factories, the same place where they met a long time ago. We see a factory truck, and she reportedly gets in, accelerates, grabs Shoker's chain, jumps out, and the truck crashes into the factory, exploding and destroying it. And of course, she walks away with him, feeling very happy and a bit relieved.
She got her revenge, and
At the same time, there's a policewoman named Renee, who's investigating the crime, fighting, and hears the sound of an explosion. Hearing the noise from outside, she panics and rushes to the explosion site. She finds the sugar factory destroyed. An officer gives Renee a necklace from Holly, confirming Holly survived. The next day shifts to Holly. She's walking down the street with a simple sandwich, about to take a bite. Then your Aunt Renee arrives and tries to arrest her. So of course, your Aunt Holly quickly runs away from her. She hides in a box, but her ex throws something at her. She keeps running and encounters a man in a car she has met before. She made the lizard bite him from behind, and when she escapes from him, she finds Roman's driver, who has a story. She had broken his leg before, and now he wants to kill her. He says, "Come here, let me fix you." But she pulls off a slick escape. Later, another guy confronts her, seeking revenge for her and the gang. They bet they could tattoo his face. As she bends to pick something up, a tough woman shoots an arrow at her. In her boss's office, she talks to him about Roman and tells him that they have to arrest him because of the crimes he's committing. And she also tells him about an operation he's planning and that he's going to steal a very expensive jewel, but her boss, honestly, her boss is a coward and doesn't want to arrest him because that man could, cause trouble, and he's a big deal, and there will be problems if they arrest him and all that. And at that time, we see Roman talking to his assistants, Diana and Victor, and he tells them that now they have to go get him the jewel. And of course, they go and get it. We meet Cas Maha Casado, a cute young girl and skilled professional pickpocket with quick hands. She moves like silk, practicing her favorite hobby, stealing from people in the street. She even takes the jewel from Roman's assistant without him noticing. A real fool, sir. And we see that the police were also chasing her and coming to arrest her. Victor feels that he got robbed, and he realizes that she was the one who stole from him. Then we see Casa in the police car. She tries to hide what she stole and takes out the jewel, but she doesn't know where to hide it. Should she swallow it or what? She actually swallows it. Diana and Victor inform Roman the jewel was stolen when they took it and show him a picture of Casa, the thief. He's furious about their actions. "That's your father, Natala." Then someone tells Roman they've caught Harley Quinn. Thank God something good happened. He confronts her, saying he knows she left the Joker, she's alone now, unprotected, and he can do whatever he wants because she and the Joker have caused him too much trouble and he can't stand them. So she tells him, "Cut it out. And if you understand, just stop all this drama you're doing and cut it out." And of course, he ignores what she says completely and tells someone to kill her. What? Are you serious, Istanbul? Or what is this? I'm just a kid, honestly. So of course, to save herself, she tells him that she heard he said a jewel was stolen from him. And she makes him an offer that she will get him this jewel. He leaves her alone, so he agrees because he has no choice and lets her go. And this is to widen the scope of his search for the girl named Casa. and he tells the gang that there's a $500,000 reward for whoever finds Casa. Hala enters the police station in disguise, speaks to the officer, then grabs his weapon and shoots at all the officers. Until when she gets to Casa Maqsad's cell, she can't open it due to the security system, so she starts smashing everything she can. She enters Casa's place and asks, "Where is the jewel?" Exactly where? "The jewel, my daughter." As she's talking to her, all the cells open and all the prisoners inside have memories of when they worshipped Hallie Queen, and they all want to attack her. So your Aunt Hallie beats them all up, and while she's fighting them, Casa takes advantage of her being distracted and escapes. After Hallie finishes beating them, she goes after her. Some gang members chase them for the $500,000 reward, Hallie, and Casa keep escaping and fighting back. Hallie finds Bizbok's stick and uses it to beat and injure the gang. She escapes with Casa and discovers on her phone that Roman placed the bounty on Casa. Rini enters, threatens Hallie, and demands her surrender. Hallie quickly flips, smashes a phone in Rini's face, and escapes. She and Casa get in a car and are chased, but Hallie loses their pursuer and they exit the car. She tells Casa, "Give me the jewel." Casa replies, hinting, "I swallowed it. Want to wait for me to use the bathroom or what?" They go into the supermarket and take some things. Hallie says there are two ways to get the jewel out, a nice way or with a knife. "What do you think? We're getting the food ready." She says she did things the honest way. Then, they run out of the supermarket without paying. This is the thieves' story. Both go to Hallie's room and eat together. She's glad she's no longer alone, has company, and something to fill her loss. Then we meet the hunter, a woman searching for Hallie, and learn about her past. We learn she's from a wealthy family, and one day, she comes home to find a gang killing her entire family in front of her. A gang member finds her and brings her to live with his brother and father, where she trains in martial arts until she grows up and seeks revenge on the gangs that killed her family. And we see Victor telling Roman the news that Hallie found a glass, and since then they've been looking for them and haven't found them. And of course, Roman gets really angry at what he's hearing. His face is getting tense, and we see Renee showing her boss at work that there is a lot of evidence against Roman. She says, "Sir, when are we going to arrest him?" So, of course, her boss asks her how much evidence there is. "Mashallah, you're very smart and hardworking. Well done."
Get out, hey!
At the dog's house, Hallie and Casa are talking when an officer knocks on the door. So Hallie comes to escape from Shabakea and Casa, and she finds a guy who knows what's going on throwing a grape bomb at them. She goes inside the house, branching off, and Hallie and Casa escape, but it's Hallie. Fed up with being chased and her ongoing problems, she calls Roman to offer him Casa, but only if he promises not to harm or kill Casa, who is in the house. Roman agrees to her request, calls Deanna and Victor, and tells them they'll meet Hallie and Casa in an hour to kill them and take the jewel. Afterwards, they'll return at dawn, pray Fajr, burp, and sleep after selling the jewel. But of course, Diana isn't comfortable with killing, and she sends a message to Renio and tells her what's going to happen, so Renio decides to go. We see that they've moved and the hunter's behind them, watching them, and we see the car they're in. Victor sees Renio's message to Diana about leaving and calls Roman to say Diana is a traitor. Roman, upset by what he hears, tells him to act ignorant and promises to gather the gang and Hessa. He puts on his mask, saying, "Let's go, guys. I'm coming out." Meanwhile, Harleo ties a cup to the chair as instructed and, while leaving, runs into Renio. She arrived and her uncle's wife tried to hit her, so Harleo hit her and threw her out the window. But as she was leaving, she got hit with a tranquilizer. He tells her to remove the jewel from the girl's stomach, but then he's hit by an arrow from the hunter. Dana keeps beating her, while Harleo starts waking up. Reneo comes back to the place, and the hunter says that Roman is the reason her family was killed. She asks her to help her catch him, and Roman arrives at the place with his hunter's gang. So Harleo, the hunter, Reneo, Dana, Casa. Look, she gathered a group of women like that. Anyway, they all come together so they can overcome them and get out safely. They escape and start fighting all the gangs outside. In the end, Roman manages to take Casa and shoots Reneo. But thankfully, she's wearing a bulletproof vest. She gives Harleo a gun to pursue Roman. A police car nearly catches her, but the hunter intervenes and takes her. They find the car that hit her and shoot those inside. Reaching Roman's car, she tries to get in, but sees the driver coming for her. He tries to stay in, but luckily gets hit. He gets out with Casa, and they enter a room of mannequins. Harleo follows while Uncle Roman mocks her. Casa and Harleo talk and apologize to each other, and Casa also apologizes to her. She accuses her of stealing her ring. Harleo asks, What ring? She checks her hands, but instead plants a bomb in Roman's clothes. Then Aunt Harleo slickly pushes him off the bridge, and the bomb explodes. Afterwards, the five celebrate their victory at a restaurant. Casa goes to the bathroom to retrieve the jewel. Gross, Casa. Then Harleo gets up to help. Gross, Harleo. And we see the rest of them sitting together, agreeing to form a team to fight crime. We see that they actually did it and are fighting the villains. The people of the city, after Huntress returned the money she owed, and Harleo sold the jewel. Harleo gets in a car with Casa, and those are Harleo's hyenas. She brings them and gives Jossa her share of the money. And now they're friends, hanging out together, living happily ever after. And they won't have any kids because Dom is snipped, and that's it, man. The story's over. Don't forget to like and share and follow on Instagram. Thanks for the support, Kareem, and shout out to Mangi El Fida.